Back at it again, and today we're going to be reviewing the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Beast Gohan. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see here, you got the figure itself, the aura, and the box. And the box is pretty cool. It's got that classic event exclusive design. You can see right there, that means it's official. Oop, just dropped them, but Sun Gohan Beast, the event exclusive. Some posing on the back to let you know how to pose it, or some of his distinct styles. And let's open the box up and look inside. Now, as we unbox it, I'm gonna tell y'all, it has been a real struggle to get Beast Gohan, and anyone in the community will know that, because Gohan, specifically the Beast Gohan, has been really hard to get. You had to pull teeth to get this dude. And look, you can see, ooh, dropped him again. Yeah, he has real heavy hair, but that's just me being clumsy. You keep dropping him, but look, he stands really well in his own. You got the cross arms, you got the special beam cannon hand, got the scowl look right there, the yelling, and then that smirk. You know Gohan when he gets all confident. Yeah, fighting stance hands, grabbing hands, open palm hands for key blocks. And I'm gonna put him in some poses and we'll talk about him some more. So now, before we get into the other stuff, we're gonna show you how to put on the crossed arms. See, let's get the lighting. All right, so you just gotta be very careful with these. Wiggle these a bit, and just that's if you get them a bit more separate from the body. And one thing I will mention, you can see his arms look a little different, meaning this is the 3.0 sculpt, which is very good. Provides some of the best articulation while everything remains nice and solid. And then, let's see, some of the newer ones, or the third-party ones, they'll come in, the cross arms will come in 2 pieces. This isn't the case with this one, but we'll make it work. And also, I noticed the sleeves on him are nice, like rubberish, so meaning they're not going to be moving around a lot. But I'll touch on the story of Beast Gohan now and him in the community. So a big problem with Beast Gohan is the scalpers would they bought him all up, and then he became super hard to get. So he wouldn't, bare minimum, go on eBay for like $150. And since he was like a premium Bandai figure, they weren't going to remake him again, which sucked a whole lot, meaning basically your only option was to buy him on eBay, which, you didn't want to do because of how much it would have cost. So I'm real happy he came out as an event exclusive. Did I put it on wrong? I might have. Yep. Yeah, I think I might put it on wrong. So, yeah, that's rough, but if I'll be real with you, I bought him on eBay, but he was nowhere near as much. I only paid like $10 more, and considering I would have had to wait to get him all the way in January, I just decided this was the best option. I thought of it as, just paying for the shipping for the extra price, and it really wasn't that bad. So there you go. That's like a little crude representation. It's a little difficult, but you know what? It's better than it being too easy and just not going on all the way. That'll suffice. Look at that. Now, some people call the event exclusives like the Diddy variants because of how shiny they are, which I think it's funny, but you're not going to be finding me at a freak off anytime soon. So anyways, I don't know how to segment this, but let's just get into some of the other parts. Now, one thing I'm going to mention before going on to the other stuff, putting these arms back on were major pain in the asshole. And anyone who does decide to put on the cross arms, don't freak out when this, piece of arm falls off. It's going to do that. It doesn't have any glue in place, so it's naturally just going to fall off. But don't be alarmed when it happens. It's supposed to. So just put it back on, and you got to be a little rough with it, but not too rough as to break it. So just find that little sweet spot, and don't worry, you'll get it back on. And here we got him doing the special beam cannon pose, the Makanko Seppo, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's about how you would do it. And so this is just a little preview of what it's going to look like. If we take a look at that little faceplate, you can see it's him looking off to the side. And I gotta say, it looks pretty good. And here you have him with the yelling face and like the open palm hand. So it looks like, you know, he's about to like throw a mean haymaker at you. Just hit you right in the face for, I don't know, he insulted his mom, slapped Vidal or something, or he just made fun of his kid, you know, it just could be anything really. And here we have like the cocky, smirking face. This is peak Gohan right here. This is when he knows he's got you in a corner. This is like when he knows he's gonna win. It's that look he gives you when you know you're about to get, you know, screwed over. You're about to get your ass beat, and then he's just gonna fuck your ass. This is peak Gohan right here, and I love the faceplate on it. It just exudes so much cocky energy. You know, I just love that. It's one of my, this is definitely one of my favorite figures. I'm super glad in fact, I'm super glad to get the event exclusive version. You know, the Makanko Sippo was a cool accessory, but yeah, so I'm just happy to have the aura to go along with them. And before we end this video, we're going to do a little size comparison. Here we got the event exclusive 1.0 Ultimate Gohan, the GT Pan. You got the regular Beast Gohan, you know, the event, you know, not regular, but the event exclusive one I'm doing the review on. 1.0 Piccolo, and then the regular UI Goku. And going way back, where you have the final size comparison, we got the event exclusive Beast Gohan right next to the event exclusive Buck T-Rex from the Hammond collection. So, here are my thoughts. So yeah, overall, this figure is awesome. You know, I see no reason not to get it. I mean, although, you know, by now he's probably very expensive, at least in that $150 to $200 range. I got extremely lucky and only paid like $110 for him. I mean, already he was $90, but I just considered the, you know, the other $20 for shipping, since if I pre-ordered him off Premium Bandai, he wouldn't have been here for like since January, and that's, you know, that's not cool. And, you know, I also got very lucky because I bought all the event exclusives from people who like, hey, I got an extra, so I'm just selling them for whatever. And the guy was nice enough to give it to me brand new. He was still in the shipper. So, you know, I just got lucky, thankfully. I don't usually get lucky in many things, but this I got lucky in, which I am very grateful for. And I'll be taking great care of this figure. But as for, I ultimately, I gotta say, get him if you can, because not getting him, you're not doing yourself a favor. You need to do yourself a favor. Get this figure, because the articulation is awesome. They got that updated 3.0 articulation. Look at those arms. This dude's freaking jacked. This right here, this is the goal. And the knees, I gotta say, the knees look much better. You know, look, they actually look realistic. Look at that. It's awesome. But yeah, get them if you can. Get them if you want to. I heard some people don't like the event exclusives. I do. I like them a lot. Shoot me if you think I'm wrong, but you know what? I'll stand by that. I actually really like the event exclusives. That's why I got all three of them. But yeah, overall, this figure is awesome. Get him. I don't know. Here's a cool picture of him and his daughter hanging out. So that's about it. See ya.